Good morning, everybody, and welcome to your Monday morning message for the week of December 1st to December 7th. Now, for those of you that are new to APUSH, one of the things that you want to make sure that you do is go through our intro video. And so we'll kind of look through that, but you see this, that'll be right here in your orientation. It's right here, this intro to APUSH video. I put it right here at the top for you. That kind of goes through how we operate, how we handle assignments, all that type of stuff. So you want to make sure that you're there at some point, and I push you there a couple different ways. And so as we go into our current folder and we look at our thing on top here, this try to work completion dates, you'll see this is important to kind of just see what we're working through. And you'll see this one says our orientation to our Mod 4 secession quiz. And so as I go into our current folder then, I see this opening day assignment and course tour, and that's the one assignment I was kind of referencing earlier that'll push you to that intro video. And it'll just say, like, do you know where this is? Do you know how to handle this? This is how we handle assignments. It'll also talk to you about knowing that our writing pieces, we have due dates for them, and those are suggested due dates, but you have within a 2-week time period in order to hand that writing in. And we do that just to make sure that the grading that I'm doing is relevant to the time period that we're studying. And so with the important piece of that writing for APUSH, we want to make sure that that's taken care of in there. And so just make sure that you have that, but that's covered in there as well. And so make sure you're spending time going through that course tour. If you were in part A, you're good skipping some parts of it just because you know how the course operates, hopefully. Now, if you're a person that was struggling with the writing, the DBQs, SAQs, LEQs, it's a good idea to go back to that video just to see how we kind of lay those expectations out there. Okay, so now as we go into Module 4 then, we said we're at that orientation just to the secession quiz. So you don't have a lot of stuff to do this week other than kind of get started in the course again. And that orientation is kind of the focus of our week. And so as you're going through there, it is a great idea and a great time to get ahead right away. You notice next week that we have an SAQ, you also see an LEQ. And so as you're looking at that, you say, okay, I could get ahead on this, jumpstart, the trimester, and get a good start, especially on that writing piece. And so we don't have to spend as much time kind of warming up this trimester. So it's a good idea for many of you to jump right in, start getting in there, and start kind of going through it, especially as we kind of get ready for test prep now. This try is filled with a lot more information on test prep, how we get ready for that test, all that stuff. So it is always a good idea to stay current with the calendar or ahead of the calendar. Okay, now saying that, we have that first assignment we said was that. We go through that secession quiz, and then we are good for this week, other than if you have questions, make sure you're reaching out. Now, I will be at Eastridge from 11:45 to 2:30 on Friday this week, and I go in for that in-person meet and greet of our Sowashko Online staff. Some of us get sent to every school. I have Eastridge 11:45 to 12:30, but I'm more than willing to come into the other schools any day this week or that Friday morning too. I can go to Park, Woodbury, Sowashko Online, down to the Central Park area too. So just let me know what you need. Otherwise, let's get off to a great start this trimester, but don't hesitate to reach out if you have questions. Let's have a good one. I look forward to working with you.